Bob Anderson from Factory Direct Modulars. I wanted to do a video that kind of highlighted, overview of what it is to do business with Factory Direct Modulars. Keep in mind, I've tried to simplify the process as much as possible. And again, at the end of the day, since we are full disclosure in this organization, I tell you this stuff up front versus as you're going along, which is not a sales technique because you don't want to scare customers away or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you're going to save $30,000 building your house, I also want you to know, just a little bit about what it is we do or what it is we're going to do to help you do that. So I threw up a couple do's and don'ts and just the process. Anyways, so let me get started. First off, we have such a large territory, building in North Carolina, building in South Carolina, building in Virginia, and our business model is built on, narrow margins. So there are some things that we just can't offer as a service that a retailer can. But and they may not pertain to you, but if they do pertain to you, then you just gotta, if you can overcome those issues, then the opportunity is to save money in the end. And the number one issue is finding land. We do not find land for people. Again, if you take a retailer in XYZ county in South Carolina, the landowners tend to go to them and say, hey, I've got land if you're interested in trying to sell it for me to build houses. That just happens to be something in that local niche that they have in that local market. I don't have that because we're all over the place. Now, does that mean I don't have knowledge of land? Well, I do. Some actual landowners, ironically, like my business model so much that they track me down. And so sometimes I do have land. As a matter of fact, I just contracted a piece of land in Candler, North Carolina yesterday to build somebody a house. And I have potential for 9 more lots coming up in McDowell County. So, these things do come my way, but I just don't go out and scout land for potential customers. So, if you're a consumer coming to me and you're in wherever and you don't already own a piece of land, just keep in mind, I'm just going to say, hey, here's a possible realtor to talk to or whatnot, but I'm not going to spend the time to locate land for you. I just cannot fit it in my business model. We don't have enough money in our deals to be spending time doing that. Again, that's how you save money. Number 2 is custom plans. Because of, January 2021, when the world turned upside down, somehow in the second year of COVID, but it didn't in the first year of COVID. I can't figure that one out. No longer did anybody work. All of a sudden, all these factories got backlogged. And, the opportunity for me to take a plan and customize it and get it done, that just went right out the window. Is that going to be forever? No, but it is now. So that's one of the reasons I'm saying doing business with Factory Direct Modulars in 2022 version. So if you come to me with a plan that's not on my website and you want me to get it built, all I can do is guide you towards what's on my website that's similar. That's about all I can do right now. The reason is step 3. Okay. It's not that I can't do it, but I'm going to get to step 3 here. Step 3 is this. We only offer homes on our website that we can obtain from a factory in less than a year of order time. I'm not here to hold you hostage for the next year and a half, 2 years, because that's how long the factory is going to take to build you a house. It's just what's the point? So what's on my website is what I can get you within less than a year. That's what we're offering. That's what I have available, and that's how I'm going to try to service customers from this point forward, so that we don't have such a lack of service would appear on our end. Anyways, now let's get to actually doing business with Factory Direct Modulars. If you're interested in what it is we do and how it is we do it and possibility of saving money, keep in mind, even I do not offer homes that are not of quality. I just don't do that anyways. There are manufacturers out there that I'm not going to have those houses on my website anyways. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, if you review the website and you review our plans and you happen to, maybe review some of the videos and see, a certain house that you may be interested in, on that actual, on the website, it'll detail out the base items that come with the house, what are some of the options, whatnot, for that specific plan. Take some notes, whatnot. Email me and or contact me, call me, whatnot, and we can go over that. We can go over how I can make this house either fit your needs or not fit your needs. And I can also possibly say, like I did with somebody today, hey, I happen to have that house out in the field right now being built. Would you like to go look at it? Or I happen to have a sister version of that house out in the field right now. Would you like to go look at it? Because again, just because we're web-based as a business doesn't mean I'm not willing to let you touch, taste, and smell the product. I mean, that's definitely available. I mean, you're spending a huge amount of money. If you want to see a house, you want to touch a house, you want to feel a house, go ahead. You don't have to do it just off videos. All right, so after we go through potentially picking out a plan and telling you what kind of features you might want on that plan, I can run you a couple quick estimates of what it's going to cost to build that house. Now, keep in mind, on our website, our turnkey prices are literally what is entailed in our turnkey price is listed on the front page of our website. Again, I'm not trying to hide anything. I want you, the consumer, to be informed. I want you to know what you're paying for. I want you to know what it is you're getting. I don't want this to be a surprise. I'm going to do a separate video of what that means and what it doesn't mean, because I want to really narrow it down, because some people kind of get confused a little bit. But again, I'm the only retailer I know who puts the price right out there and tells you exactly what it means. Over on the home itself, what are the base model features? And on the front page, what is the turnkey build? What does that really mean? Heating and air, plumbing, electrical, steps and decks, da-da-da-da-da-da. So once you pick out a plan and we kind of run some estimates, the next thing to do is to get pre-qualified with a lender. Now, we have relationships with certain lenders. They all treat these houses as single-family residents because they know all our homes are off-frame mods, or i.e. built to the same standard as a site-built house. Matter of fact, it built to higher standard because it actually went 60 miles an hour down the road. Most site-built houses can't go 60 miles an hour down the road. So anyways, but they know that, so the rates are treated that way. The programs are treated that way. You're not bastardized as if you're buying a hybrid mobile home, like an on-frame mod, or even a manufactured home. So, based on your situation, I can guide you as to 1 or 2 or 3 lenders to talk to. You go ahead, you do that. I don't take an application from you. I don't care where you work. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much money you have in the bank. I don't need to know those things to, change the price later or something like that. That's not what it's about. I already gave you the price. We already talked about what it entails. Here it is. Now go talk to the lender. That is totally backwards. It's totally backwards from the street dealers in most cases. So anyways, once that pre-qual is done, Then what we can do is we can set up a time for me to go out and do a site visit, because I got to see the property. I got to know how I'm going to get that house onto the land. I got to know what we need to do to the land, if anything. A lot of times, people, you got to understand, your situation is different than the next person's situation. A lot of people call me, they've already got water, sewer, whatever. They just need me to build a house. Some people call me and they have nothing. They just got a piece of land and a pile of trees. So it just depends on the situation. But in any case, either one of those cases, I got to go see the property. I got to make sure I can get the house there. I got to make sure it's going to fit, whatnot. All right. So with that site visit, your pre-qual and your plan that you've picked out, we consolidate it all, and we do a contract, and we order your house. I mean, it's really not complicated. It may seem complicated, but it really isn't. Not trying to belittle it, but I'm just stating that it's really not as complicated as some people think. So anyways, certainly not as complicated as a lot of retailers would make you think, which justifies their ridiculous prices. Of course, it could also be because they're incompetent at that retailer also, but that's another story. So then we get into the permitting process. Depending on where you're building, we may already have certain contractors that we use, or we do bidding and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We get all the information together for permitting. We gather it all. Some places want them online. Some places want them in person. Whatever the scenario is, we work with you to get all that done. And then we go to the construction close. Our projects are always flowing. We have probably, at any point in time, 5-6 houses in the field. So all our projects require some form of a construction close. Number one, it secures our interest in the project, so that in case anything happens to anybody in the process, we know where the money's coming from and whatnot. Number two, it provides funding in the process for us to actually build your house. Again, there are retailers out there. Let me give you a little quick scenario on this. There's retailers out there that say no construction close required. What they're not telling you is that they're just getting an independent construction loan with some lenders out there that I call the Sopranos, where the fees and the rates and all that stuff are high, and they're doing it literally on behalf of the builder for the customer. But who do you think is paying for that? Who do you think is paying for that? See, if it's right out here in the open like I'm talking to you, then you know what it is. If they're doing it behind the scenes, it's because they're building it into your price. You're the one paying for it. I look for the least expensive way. I can do business with Tony Soprano also, but you're the one that's going to be paying Tony Soprano in the price of the house. So would you rather be paying a bank, or would you rather be paying Tony Soprano? Who do you think is going to get you a better rate and better fees? So next, then we go ahead and we build your home. How that goes is normally what we try to do is we shoot to have the foundation done within a few weeks, anywhere between 30 days and a week or two before the house shows up. When the house shows up, we get the house set. When the house is set, we get the house set as soon as we can, weather permitting, not raining, that kind of stuff. And then once that house is set, it's usually done within 60 days, depending on your situation. You may have a bunch of stuff that you want us to do on site, which could delay that process. But in general, it's done in 60 days or less. So that's kind of what it is to do business with Factory Direct Modulars. And I mean, if I mirrored it up with what it means to do business with Clayton Homes, for example, you would find that all I really did was gave you a Reader's Digest version of what it is they would tell you. The difference is I'm telling you the numbers up front. They make up the numbers later, so that because they got your loan approval and they know how much money they can take from you. So anyways, I hope this helps a little bit. I'm not expecting you to fully understand everything I said when you talk to us, but at least this gives you an idea. Anyways, everybody have a good day, and hopefully this one short video saves you $30,000 for your family too. Talk to you later. Bye.